Breaking news. Breaking news. Some Can we just take a second? Because I'm about to cover what I know to be something that I can make very big fun of, but I'm going to be the bigger person here. I'm going to be the bigger person. And we're just going to read what he has to say. I loved it. Nah, homie. Nah, you're wildin'. 99 cents for 8 weeks. Is there like a hack I could do for this? Okay, there's no hack. I'm not reading this. I'm not. I'm not gonna sit there and watch this. All right, so we're just gonna read the Twitter feed here.
Wokeness is ruining Disney World, and you're ruining my day. Removing all the racist stuff hurts your immersion, but not the talking duck? No, employees shouldn't express themselves. Yeah, let me change myself so a grown man can pretend he's talking to Goofy. Goofy's not real. I am.
Okay, let's see if there's another article here. Okay, here we go. Great. Wokeness has ruined Disney World too. Why is fully grown adult man? Wokeness gets blamed for a lot of things, such as football being bad, movies being bad, and today's kids being bad. It's a real menace to society, infecting every American ideal with the horrific idea that people should be treated with dignity and respect. Now, wokeness is coming from that most hallowed of American grounds, Disney World. In an op-ed for blah blah blah, Las Vegas resident of Florida vacationer Jonathan Van Bozerk berserk, goes medieval on Disney for, among other things, allowing its performers to express themselves and updating the 30-year-old ride Splash Mountain, a major attraction based on the infamously racist Song of the South to a modern property people can actually see, The Princess and the Frog. Right. Let's be clear. While the casual racism of the Enchanted Tiki Room makes Van Bozek feel right at home, he fails to recognize that the same racism can ruin another family's vacation. How dare Disney make its parks more pleasant for more people? It goes against everything Walt Disney stood for. Now, before anybody reaches for their pitchforks, this is not a racism thing. It's an immersion thing. So while on a vacation, he wants to keep the fantasy of Disney alive. So when he sees performers with tattoos, or even worse, a haircut, that illusion is destroyed, he writes. The problem is, I'm not traveling across the country and paying thousands of dollars to watch someone I do not know express themselves. I am there for the immersion and the fantasy, not the reality of a stranger's self expression. I do not begrudge these people their individuality, and I wish them well in their personal lives, but I do not get to express my individuality at my place of business. When it comes to Splash Mountain, he'll say he'll only see politics now, ignoring the fact that many couldn't unsee the Jim Crow politics of Song of the South when sitting in the log view. Stranger still, Van Bozek's immersion isn't broken when he spends $17 on Dole Whip or bursts out his Apple iPhone, opens his Disney World app, waits for it to load, attempts to sign up for a Fast Pass for Galaxy Edge, finds out that it's all booked up, decides to go check out the Hall of Presidents, and listens to the robot former President Trump say, "Make America Great Again." Nothing political about any of that. It's simply the magical world of Disney as Walt dreamed, a land of apps, transactions, and a hall of politicians. Literally. In my personal experience, adults who are extremely into Disney and regularly travel there without children are without fail fucking weirdos. Present company excluded, of course. The next time I ride Jungle Cruise, I will not be thinking about the gloriously entertaining puns of the skippers. I'll be thinking about Disney's political agenda. That's a mood killer. Wow. Yeeks. Wow. Now, I know I got a couple people in there who love Disney World, love going there, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that they're looking there to hug, like, a character and be like, that character has tattoos? It's not real to me anymore, damn it. Like, bro, wrestling's not real. Wait till I get on that story. I don't even understand the beef. It's not like Mickey has Gucci Mane face ink now. If the guy pulling the lever on the teacups having a tattoo on his arm breaks your immersion, what were you imagining? A park run by an identical army of robot slaves? Your grandfather's racist memories of the 50s? 99% of the time, someone is pissing and moaning about things getting too political, it's because they passionately disagree with the politics involved. If you're not up to your ass in right-wing culture and war narratives, then all that happened was Disney replaced one set of cartoon characters with a more contemporary set of cartoon characters. Happens constantly. Dude is a Clark County Deputy District Attorney. Insane, bro. What is wrong with you, man? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you really, like, oh, Disney changed some of their stuff. I'm not immersed anymore. Bro, go watch the fucking films then. Dress up as the characters yourself. Why should a theme park cater to some white dudes like, the politics are too much? I'm sorry we don't have blackface characters anymore. You're too woke. Okay, either you're fine with the blackface and its implications, or like you're like, huh? You're a weird motherfucker. You're a weird motherfucker. That's breaking news. Disney's too woke now for white people. Disney's too woke for white people. I want to just see, is there any... Dear Disney, there are no mountains in Space Mountain. There are no mountains in space. Space Mountain is a lie. You ruined my life and whatnot.
Hey, Facebook fam, just wanted to jump on and give a quick recap of our Disney vacation. I know I posted photos all week. Disney vacation. I know I posted photos all week. And Greg, you're killing me with the captions, brother. That was hilarious. I was dying the whole time.
As a comedian.
To say we were disappointed is an understatement. And I'll post the Yelp review down below so you can get the full story, but just some bullet points. Brenda and I and the kids were on Pirates of the Caribbean, and we get to the part with the auction, and Tyler, my youngest, you know, because they're auctioning off food. They're auctioning off food, and my youngest tugs on my Hawaiian shirt, and he says, tears in his eyes, he says, "Daddy, why aren't they auctioning off the winches? Why aren't them broads tied up?" And I said, "I don't know, son. Just cover your eyes, baby. Cover your eyes." I covered his eyes because I didn't want him to see that. I didn't want him to see women not being treated as property. And fast forward to later in the evening, I'm at the Enchanted Tiki Bar. I got a lei on. I got a drink in my hand. I'm finally starting to feel better. And I look around. You know, I don't see Trader Sam. Usually he's right over there. So I'm looking around, and I don't see him. And I realized they got rid of Trader Sam. How can you have a tiki bar without a savage? All of a sudden, my Mai Tai didn't taste as good. My poppers went cold, and
I love this shit.
I just threw down the lei and walked out. I didn't tip. I wasn't going to do that anyway, but What happened to Disney? What happened to the theme park that I used to...
Exactly how that sounds. Exactly how that sounds. Need to retweet that. Exactly how that sounds. Here's the face of the master race. Here's what promoting America First Anglo-Saxon heritage looks like. A racist shithead who thinks Walt Disney World is too woke because he can't sing Song of the South on Splash Mountain or drop a hard R on the Jungle Cruise. Literally. Jews will not replace us. What happened to that? Oh, we ignored that. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's going to be a huge tangent. Yeah, MAGA fanatics. Literally. MAGA fanatics. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. I tell you what, the dumb Disney workers interrupt my juvenile fantasy with their haircuts and tattoos article is maybe the most perfect encapsulation of the entitlement and privilege at the heart of American exceptionalism and white supremacy I've read in a long time. Yep. Yep. Like, yep. New Sailor Moon's premiere event excludes men, unless accompanied by women. Drink that up, male privilege fellas. It's the same thing as the Animaniacs. When did the Animaniacs get so political? I said the same thing when I first watched the new iteration of it. Then I went back to the old Animaniacs. That shit was heavily. That whole series is about politics, about literal culture. Like that. Like almost every second had a joke about something like in real life. Maybe we should do 11:30 to 12:30. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Booking a shoot for tomorrow. It's my last shoot, I think, of the month. My official last shoot of the month. Yeah. But yo. Okay. All right. You're crazy. You're wild. You're sick, bro. You're sick. I love it. It's great. Great shit, homie. The fuck are you on, man? What are men on? Like, what do you consider woke? What do you consider like the identity crisis that you're having here? If I eliminated all racial imagery from the last 60 years, you'd still have 200 years to live on. If you really want the old great times of the 50s and 40s and 30s and 20s and 10s and 1900s and 1800s and 1700s, just watch shit from that era. Nobody's banning any of this. Nobody's saying out loud, yeah, that's what we want, get rid of that. People are making conscious decisions. I see where society is going. I see what needs to be more of a representation, better for people. So when people see these things, they don't default back to like, so I don't default to like racist stereotypes. So we're gonna do that. And somehow you guys have a problem with that? Like, the entire idea of culture aesthetics shouldn't land you in a place where it's like, black people are getting better representation? I'm boycotting. At the same time as Ben Shapiro and the rest of y'all are saying, black people are boycotting a business because they're not fighting against racism, I'm going to support that. How do you hold both these positions simultaneously? How do you have that ability? How is that a real thing in your world? How do your brain doesn't hurt from just that? Just these two examples alone are literally the base of the entire MAGA movement, the entire Republicanism. Everything is a problem unless we agree with it. While on the left, it's like everything is a problem until you change it, so it's not a problem anymore. So you can see where these two like interlock and become a troubling situation to have here. Right? Like you could see where this becomes like idiosyncrasies as opposed to something actually valid to complain about. Here I come. I don't know how to give you these stories. I don't know how to give you takes on them without me going into a rage because there's nothing of substance here. There's nothing to which I can say, yeah, that's a valid point. That's something we should be worried about. Yeah, you right here. Because you're not saying nothing. Disney's too woke for me, so don't go. There are other racist theme parks. Go to the other Disney. Isn't there two Disneys? Like, you live closer to the other Just do that instead. Literally just do that instead, yo. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like you have choices. You have choices. Do something else.